Let me see here. It might be a little better. Actually, yeah, this is a little better there.
That's good.
Okay. That's a little better there. All right. Well, it looks like we're the only ones on here. Well, wait a minute or two. See.
Can you put back on full screen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get this show on the road because I am truly, truly excited. So, welcome once again, my friends from around the world. This is episode 108 of Sunday Night Alive Power Hour with your host, Soldier of Self-Mastery. And today we have Shawn Rajkumar from Trinidad and Tobago. So he's going to be sharing a little bit with us about his victory and his journey, his new journey that he's been working on to keep himself completely free from gambling. By the way, this is episode 108. So wherever you are, welcome you from around the world, wherever you are. And I truly hope that you come with an open mind to this program. Why come to this program with an open mind? Because today is a new day, my friends. Today is a new day. Today is a day of opportunity for you. Now, you might be new coming to the program, or you might be somebody that's been hanging around, kind of getting a little bit of the energy. Hopefully, you're beginning to see a new vision, a new label for yourself, my friend. I'm encouraging you today to hang around, interact, challenge Shawn, challenge me, and challenge yourself. And let's see where we can take this program, this episode 108 today. And man, I'm excited because it's a new day. We're in a new year, and it's a new day. Let me get into the proverb real quick here. I don't have much. I'm not going to do a whole lot of house cleaning. I just want to get into one proverb here, and then we're going to open up a little bit here. We're looking at Matthew chapter 7, verse 12, and this is a very interesting verse. I do my best to meditate on scripture every morning because I believe that grace and mercy is a foundation for all of us. I truly believe it is. I'm not talking about church or religion. I'm just talking about the scripture here. So Matthew 7:12 says, "Therefore all things whatsoever you would that men should do to you, do you even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets." Now I'm going to read verse 13 too, because it's very important here. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction." Broad and wide is the way that leads to destruction. And my friends, we're going to talk about this on this episode. We're going to talk about change. We're going to talk about transformation, hope, inspiration, and motivation to get you today. Maybe today's going to be the day when you make a final decision to change and start moving away from that ugly forest or jungle you might find yourself in, my friend. So welcome, Shawn. We're going to give Shawn a little bit of, he can share a little bit here about what's happening in his life all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Shawn is let me see if I got this correct. He is a health and safety advisor for, I'm not going to say name of company or anything like that, but he is in the law. He is in the field of law. And he also enjoys this the idea of environmentalist, something that he believes he's going to be working on or is currently working on. He's a family man, and he's doing very, very well. What is it, 44 days now, Shawn?
Yes, 44 days.
How do you feel, man? Tell me, man. I'm excited for you.
Great. My health is improving. Thanks much. 44 days gamble free. My health is improving. My thinking is more, focused on being positive. I've been attending GA
Oh,
meeting. This is my second meeting that I attended in Port Spain. Um, a lot of people I met at the meeting got relapses, and I shared my little testimony with them as the methods of what I have been using since, and it's helping me. So yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks.
and how's your family? How's your family, Shawn?
They're doing very well.
Now you mentioned something that your health. What were you having health issues because of gambling?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to have you
Right
talk a
now,
little bit. I'm going to have you share. I'm going to have you share just a little bit.
Yeah.
Before you do, I want to acknowledge some of our. We have some people here, some
Sure.
friends, followers. Josephine, welcome to Sunday Night Alive. Laura, welcome. Wilson, welcome. Dennis, welcome to the program. Jim, welcome. Mark, welcome to the program. If you have a question for me, if you have a question for Mark, even if it's not relating to gambling or to problem gambling with casinos or something, if you have a question that has to do with something else, we're going to do our best to look at your question and maybe not try to give you advice. I kind of want to stay away from that, but we want to basically kind of give you a solution possibly. But I want you to get involved with this program because this is your program too. This is not just my program or Shawn. Shawn's our special guest. This is your program, my friend. So if you've got something, man, let's believe for a breakthrough here. Let's believe for something to happen to us today. I know we got Monday coming. I don't know how good you feel about Monday, but some people, maybe you're one of them, you don't feel too good about Monday, man. So let's make something happen here. So Shawn, we were talking about health. Do you think that gambling, do you think that these addictions have an
Yeah.
impact on health?
Of course, negative impact. It, the stress that you face, if you're winning or you're losing, the time that you're spending at these places, it's sickening. The people that you meet there with the negative energy that they are lost. So it's a all wrong negative effect inside there. So it's a toxic environment to be in, and yes, it's taken a toll on me in terms of um, you know I have to go to the doctor and get checked up. So right now I'm improving in my health as 44 days now. So yeah, it's a great improvement.
And when you think about gambling, there's
Has
a
been
lot of
helping me as well.
what's that?
What
Uh-oh.
I'm been using is sort of self-talk, and it's helping me in my journal every day, and reading it and using it as well.
So you got the book. You got the book. I'm very grateful that
Yeah.
it made it very well on the airplane over there. My book had a private seat on the airplane.
Typical flight delay.
I don't know. Maybe it was a drone.
Yeah, I'm focusing on chapter 4 of your book, becoming better and and stronger using self-talk, and that's really enlightening my and reinforcing my thoughts as well in terms of where do you go in terms of moving forward.
Yeah, and one thing that you were talking about earlier, Shawn, is that these environments. I know that if we go to these environments and we continually hang out there, I remember it's gotten a little better. I think it has, but I remember when I was gambling about 10 years ago, man, I would come out of those places with my eyes really red and hurting almost like watery because of the smoke. It's different. It's a little different today, but depending where you go, I guess. So the health aspect of gambling,
Nothing going to be.
it has a lot to do with what's going on in your own mind, because this affects your thoughts, affect your body, and we can make ourselves sick. Do you believe this? We can make ourselves sick and we can make ourselves well too.
In your mind, yes. The
Yeah.
words that you're saying to yourself. Basically, what are you telling yourself each day when you go to these places and you lose? What you telling yourself? Hey man, what the heck, what am I doing here? What stress am I causing myself? I could have do something with that money. I could have build a house or buy something better for my family. And yes, is a lot of messed up thoughts that goes in your mind after make that big loss.
Now, what do you feel
You have
is
to be
helping you?
observant of thoughts,
Do you feel that it's a
observation of my
combination?
thoughts, and what am I saying to my.
So you feel like it's a combination of a couple of things that are helping you? Not just one, two things, but maybe you're doing a couple of different
Yes,
things that's helping you stay focused?
of course.
Now, is there one thing? Is there one
Watching
thing?
your video, reading.
What's that?
No. There's a couple of things.
Is there
There's a
one
couple of
thing?
things by
Is
watching
there
your
one
videos.
thing that you use the most, that you think about the most,
No,
that helps you the most? Or is it just a
what I
combination?
use the most is writing, my journal,
That's
my
the one that helps
journaling,
you the most?
motivational. Yes, journaling. Yeah.
How? How is that helping you the most?
When I observe my thoughts and I write them down, so I know where I am at,
Does
where I want to be or where I'm going to be.
So when you're writing down, it helps you see a clearer picture? Does it help you see a better vision
Of course.
when you're writing it down, journaling?
Yes. Yes.
Because, I was thinking about this the other day. I say this a lot. In fact, I call people, right? I say, you're a soldier of self-mastery. I consider you I know some people, maybe they don't want to say that, but what is a soldier of self-mastery? What is a soldier of self-mastery? I mean, I consider myself a soldier of self-mastery, but I'm not Shawn. I'm not Mark. I'm not Josephine. I'm not Dennis, right? I'm not Wilson. You have to be that label. And of course, we all have these labels, right? It's about painting the image.
Yeah.
It's really about getting the right image inside your head of yourself. Would you say that, Shawn, that's really the key? Because when we're gambling, when we're addicted to all this stuff, that we're not really there, man. Our focus is not really there.
Exactly.
And it affects
So the
every
key
area of
focus
our
now
life.
So the key focus now is the thoughts that you're putting in your mind each day, and what are the words that you're saying to yourself to keep you away from those places. It's a rewiring of your mind when you focus on positive thoughts. And what are you telling yourself each day? So I'm going to be saving my money. I'm going to be putting it to better use. I'm going to look at my lifestyle and I'm looking at my health in terms of improvement in my health. I'm taking steps to improve in my health because gambling has mashed it up. It totally destroyed my health, and I have to improve it and rebuild from this day moving forward. So it's the thoughts that you keep putting in your mind on a daily basis. I'm going to get better at this. I'm going to be better. I'm going to be able to help someone out of the situation as well. You know, So yeah, and I've attended GA meetings in Port of Spain, and I met a couple of lovely folks. Yeah, they have their problems and they have their relapses as well. And I'm looking at, you know, holding this meeting down in South Trinidad because it's one meeting there is up north. So I'm looking to con- consider the people down in South Trinidad, you know. So the leader of the group told me I have to attend this meeting for 4 months and, you know, get in tune with how they go about. And they are going to help parents at the school as well. So I'm looking to join their team, you know, to say something about my recovery from this. And I'm excited. And I'm willing to go out and, you know, share my testimony as well. So yeah,
How
making correct decisions in your life.
how big of a group is that? A like a Gamblers Anonymous group? Is it Gamblers Anonymous there in South
Yes,
Trinidad?
yes, yeah.
How big of
It's
a
about
group
no,
is it?
it's in North Trinidad.
Yeah, north.
I'm planning to get it down in South. Yeah,
Okay, so you want to spread you want to share your testimony, inspire people, man. Share that energy. Is it a lot of people in your area that gamble?
of course.
They go to the meetings too?
Yeah, there's a lot. Um, there's a few people involved, but you know it's not widely advertised. You know,
Hmm.
it's not widely advertised, so there isn't much people. The most I in the group is about 50 or 60 people. You know,
Well, that's a pretty good. It shows that some people are making an effort. If you go to a group and there's only
yeah,
3 or 4 people, which I've been in before. I never went to Gamblers Anonymous. I used to go to Alcoholics Anonymous. I used to have to go when I was in the military. I went
okay,
to I had to do some programs with AA. So of course I didn't think
right,
the way I wasn't thinking this way back then. So it was a whole different environment. It was actually a whole different experience. I didn't really like it, honestly. I didn't like it. It just it just didn't seem real to me. It didn't seem like it was going to really help me. Plus, I had no clue of what I was doing back then either. So I wasn't in the position to help anybody
yeah,
myself.
understand. I mean,
So,
uh, I mean, it's the only one here in Trinidad, and uh, where there's no place to turn to, people, you know, will discover them. Even the hospitals and the courts, you know, will direct you to the GA meeting here in Trinidad. So if they having, you know, people who having this addiction, so yeah,
they
when they're still there. So
Okay, I'm looking. I'm listening to you, brother Shawn. If you want to go ahead and keep sharing. By the way, I'm kind of interested how we connected.
sure.
If you could share how. I mean, how did we connect? Because people connect with me from different parts of the
Oh
world, and I
yeah,
have
it's
no clue. Uh,
sometimes yeah, it's okay. We I started to watch videos back in 2018, and I decided to subscribe to your channel and follow you, and basically you you know, chipping away of my gambling addiction. And after a few relapses, yes, I've been following you, and we went up connecting via email. So yeah, we connected through, you know, my subscription to your YouTube
so,
channel.
so the YouTube channel. See, it goes to show
So
you
it's
my.
been a yeah.
Yeah, it just goes to show you the power of
So
of
now
of
that
these videos. Yeah.
yes, it has made an impact as well. So
So
while I encourage people to, you know, look at your videos online, I encourage them to buy your book as well. So yeah,
Well, I truly appreciate you for doing that. And you keep
Yeah, no
doing what
problem.
you're doing, man. You're it's just a fantastic journey to be free, when you don't have. And here's the thing that's important for
Of
people right
course,
now
yeah.
is today. You see, yesterday's gone, right? Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. It's not promised.
It's a
We
new
don't
day.
know whether we're going to be here tomorrow. We have no idea, but you know what we can do today, right now? There's somebody here that needs to make a decision today. You need to make a decision today, right here, right now, my
Of
friend.
course.
You're watching this program. Be encouraged. We're here to support. We're here to help you. Shawn is here. He's been on here with us, and I'm sure he'll be again another time with us. And the program isn't over
Sure,
yet.
no problem.
But I just want to encourage you. If you're listening, if you're watching, and you're wondering, you're looking at your life. Shawn said something earlier about the problem of gambling, and he was talking about the mindset that you must have, that you must regain, rewire your mindset, right? That's the key. That's the key. And when are the best times to do it? You're going to hear me
It
saying
is.
this a lot more, my friends. Now is the time. Today, right here. This is the time to do it, to make the decision for yourself, to get to that next level kind of living, my friend. So, so you're
If there's
working
one
on.
thing you would take away,
Yeah.
if there's
What's
one
that?
thing you like to take away from your past, is that the time that you were saving your money and the time that you spent before you place your first bet. So you have to take that memory from your past and rekindle it into your present moment now. So that's how I look at it as well, in terms of moving forward as well.
Say that again. Rekindle the thought.
Of your past. Remember, before you make your first bet, before you make that
The,
first bet,
the
remember where
free
you were
life,
back then.
the free lifestyle. In other words, the lifestyle that you were living. Let me ask you this, Shawn. Is your lifestyle
Yeah.
better? Is it better now? Do you think it's better now than it was before?
Yes, I'm seeing my.
No,
Yes,
before
it
you were
is. It
gambling.
is better now.
Before you were
Um,
gambling, you had
oh,
a,
before. Um,
and now
yeah,
free.
it was good. And now it's I'm rebuilding back, because remember, after that gap in gambling and in that addiction, kind of pushed me back about 5 years backwards. So I have to restart and
Couple of
refresh my mind. So the only way I could look at is pulling a memory from the past before I made that first bet, and pull it to my moment now and say, well, I need to look at where I was before that first bet and move from this moment on.
So we have a question here. Let me see. Let me see. When I used to
Yeah,
go here, felt like I heard people the control machine when playing. Is that true? Not
yeah,
sure.
I'll take that. Most of the machines are rigged. You know, some of the machine, the computer is the chip. They have designed this chip in these games, the sense that if there's a heavy bet on a particular category or a number, and if there's a ball that's spinning on that machine and it lands on that number, it bounces off. It sends an electric pulse to bounce off to into a lesser value category. So yeah, most of these machines are rigged.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Josephine is asking the question, but I'm not too sure. She didn't say whether it's a slot machine or a roulette machine, but they're all basically they're all they're all tied into the same principle. They're most of these
Yeah,
machines they're
it's all
fixed.
programmed.
Yeah, people. Yeah. So, um, yeah. Shout out to Nahil. I hope you got my electronic download, Nahil. Thank you for your support. By the way, those of you that are here, if you're new to this program, listen, my friends, you may not have the financial support to support this labor of love. There's a lot that goes into this program, this mission. It's not just a program, it's a mission. The SOSM movement. You could share a video, you could subscribe and turn on your notifications to make sure that when we go live or when I put up a video, you get notified. Listen, if you really want to conquer, the only way that we will get ahead, the only way that how you will get out of the jungle that you're in is not by yourself. You are by yourself, but you don't have to be by yourself. We have support, we have a mission, we have tools. We're here every Sunday, and I'm going to encourage you, my friend, that there's no excuse. If you choose to gamble, that's you. You gotta understand this, that it's you that's choosing to do this. If you believe that there's an outside force forcing you to do these things and it's beyond your control, you're in serious trouble, my friend. You have to get to a place where you believe in yourself, that you are the one that's making decisions. Believe me, you're going to make more bad decisions, more poor decisions, but you're also going to start making more better decisions when you recognize that you're in control of your life. That's one of the things that helped me understand myself. When I began to remind myself, remember I say this all the time, that your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. I say that all the time. I'm losing track of my thought here, but we need to be let me get back to the program. Let me get back to Shawn, but definitely you and I definitely need to be completely focused in our mindset if we're going to win this battle, if we're going to overcome, if we're going to break through. And remember this, it starts today. It starts now for you, my friend. Don't put it off, because tomorrow's not going to be here, right? May not come. Yesterday's gone. We only have today. So go ahead, Shawn. Let me see. I got a couple. If you want to share something, you got something on your mind you want to share. There's a couple of other questions here. Let me see. Let me see if this is correct. I work at a bar and grill with pull tabs, and the amount of money people spend on those raffle boxes is insane. I agree. I used to buy a lot of lottery scratchers too. I used to spend a lot of money on scratchers. I don't know. Do you guys have scratchers out there in Trinidad, Shawn? Like lottery tickets? They probably
Yeah,
do, huh?
yeah, yes.
I remember those. Let me see here. There's
Never
another
interest me.
question. Huh? Wilson asks. Let me see. Shawn,
Yeah.
is it true? Is it true that the
Yeah,
casinos have
most of these
face
casinos
recognition?
they have everything on you. Once you join with these casinos, they know your profile, they know your banking statement, they know every single thing about you. They know where you spend your money, how much do you spend. They got a tracker on you, man. So you have to be very careful going into these places.
Yeah, I don't
Pretty
know.
pretty messed up in there. They're like the worst CSI.
Yeah, I don't know about the face
They're like
recognition. They
CSI on
they
you
may
guys.
have it. They may. I'm sure they're
They do,
tracking
they do,
everybody
they
in
do. They are equipped.
the
Of course,
technology.
they are getting more into technology. Yes, and
Yeah.
most of these casinos have been replaced by online gambling. So when the government kind of tax physically, they go online, and it's more worse there because most people are using their smartphones most of the time. Their devices, they're addicted to it. So if you go on Facebook, you see these little slot machines up that pops up. and it creates you to, makes you want to go on, swipe your credit card. But I haven't been on these sites, so yeah, I heard a lot of stories about it. So it's pretty, yeah, that's
Yeah.
another mind-boggling invention by these casinos managers and tech
It's
companies that
huge.
come together.
It's huge money. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a
people are banking.
multi-billion dollar industry.
Yeah, trillions. In fact,
They're using
I
your data to know exactly what
oh yeah.
they are
Yeah.
actually using everything on you, your data. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, and now that we're going into
careful.
5G, it's going to be even greater. It's going to be a greater
Whoa,
force to be reckoned with because all of these
faster.
advertising companies and these engineers that are making these software, uh, I've gotten some messages from some young people, Italy. Let me see. I believe it was either Italy or London. Uh, I got some emails from some very young people over there, and they're telling me that, man, the youth, this is very, very. It's an epidemic.
Mm.
It's getting into the minds of people and children too. Gambling is getting into the minds of children. We don't realize it, but it is. That's why we need to really protect the children and make sure that we keep an eye out on what it is that they're doing on these little phones, because the children's minds are very easy and stuff can get in there. So we have to be aware of all of these things. Technology. I mean, Shawn, I'm sure that you've looked at. There's some things that I've read about, and I've even watched videos about some of the artificial intelligence that we're going to see in the future. Totally incredible. I mean, we're talking about like within the next 2 to 5 years, not 50 years, not 25. All this stuff that's happening and the marketing, the advertisement, these cell phones, the 5G,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
all moving towards very
It's
quick,
the
very
five
quick, very quick.
the 5G this 5G network is within seconds that you get uploaded pictures, uploaded you download quicker. It's very fast. So with a milli of a second you get a lot of information on your fingertips. So it's gonna get really, really, I mean, I like to speak positive about it, but it is gonna be in terms of weaning people of addiction to these things. So
Jim of motorizedbicycles.com
how much
says, how much do you journal when you do journal? How much time do you spend journaling?
every oh, about um about minutes, 15 minutes, but I do that.
So 15 to 20 minutes. And the thing is that we don't have to
Yeah.
journal on a piece of paper all the time. I have my
No,
I
no.
keep my notebooks. I just keep them all around me. I keep my journals all around me because I never know when I'm going to be wanting to write something. So I'm always keeping all of these things, and
Of course,
and then of course I read.
I've got mine too.
I read. I don't. I read pieces. I use the book. I don't really. I mean, I just look at it and I read it, and just to keep my mind fresh, because again, your good life is going to
Reading.
come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. We need to be reminded. My partner's book, Cephas, my partner, my
Of
engineer,
course. Yeah.
he's got a really good book. And these books are all on Amazon. So I encourage people, look, if you want to support the mission, share the videos, comment. There's ways that you can do journaling too without having to write in a notebook. You can always create a blog and you can journal on a blog online. But journaling is a very, very, I believe that one of the major reasons why journaling, writing down is so powerful is because it does something of your mind when you're pouring out and you're using your writing. It's very deep. It's very, very deep. And I think that that's why it's very, very powerful transformation tool when you write. especially if you write in places that are very, very quiet, very soothing, places that are very relaxed. Man, it's amazing what you can put on paper. And sometimes you look at what you're writing and it's like, man, did that come out of me? You know, you're like amazed at what you journal about. But that's what it takes, you know, the discipline, man. This is a discipline. It is a discipline to become free every single day, to stay free every single day. You know, again, what's important? Yesterday's not really important except what you could learn from yesterday. Yesterday's gone, my friends, my amigos, my fellow soldiers. Yesterday's gone. Bye-bye. History. You and I are here right now. Shawn, Jim, Laura, Mark, whoever else is on this, we are here. And hopefully those of you that are here on this program, hopefully those of you are getting victory in your life. But if you're not, now, I'm going to be saying this a lot. Today's the time. Make a decision. Make a decision. When you're in an emotional state where you believe in yourself, that's the time to make the decision to really go forward, man. So thank you for the question, Jim. Appreciate the question. Yeah. Go ahead.
The best mindset to start journaling is in the morning time you wake up. When you're fresh in your mind, you start your day off with self-talk. And that will propel you into your day in terms of having a positive mindset. It's going to take you through the day. So
in the mornings,
it has been helping me a lot.
Yeah, the mornings. That's the best time because your brain is really,
of course,
it's really open. It's open in the morning. It's open to suggestion. That's why when you read, when you study a little bit about how to retrain and rewire your brain, just like you're sharing, Shawn, they say one of the best times is early in the morning. Of course, you can create your own environment. During the day, it's a little bit different because you have to really work harder to create an environment for you to really focus on journaling or reading a book or whatever it is that you're doing versus early in the morning. When you're early in the morning, your mind is like you're still in that imaginative state. You know, if you are consciously aware of you when you wake up in the morning, you know how you wake up. You're still in an imaginative state, and that is the place to really, really begin working on whatever it is that you want to do. Journaling, writing, watching a video, using a video. So I'm going to leave you with one thing here. I'm going to let Shawn share a little bit more here before we end this program. We're talking about getting out of the darkness. We're talking about getting out of the jungle. You may feel like you're walking through a jungle. It's very dark. It's cold. It may be that this jungle that I'm describing might be very real to you. You might be in the middle of it. And our goal is to help you develop tools while you're in the jungle or in the forest so that you can take care of yourself and you can work your way out of that jungle. Get yourself to that place of freedom. I'm going to be sharing one small tip here very soon at the end of this program. It's going to be my call to action. I'm going to encourage each and every one of you guys to support this mission, the SOSM movement, for youth, for adults, and for veterans. That's what this movement is about, to help people understand that there is a way out, that we can make change, we can make a decision, and we can begin moving forward and transforming our lives away from gambling, away from any addiction that is very, very harmful to you. So, Shawn, I'm going to give you the last here, unless we have another question. There is another question here for, let me see. Dennis, write your goals in. No, it's a statement. Write your goals into existence. Well, it ties in with what you were sharing, Shawn. But go ahead, Shawn. You want to share just a little bit and let people know what you feel would be best for those that are struggling?
Keep a positive mindset. Keep looking at a new day as a renewing of your mind. constant rewiring of your mind with your thoughts. Putting positive thoughts into your mind that seeing a goal of being totally free. And it's a work in progress. Every day that you work towards being better in terms of growing in your self-confidence, as well as you make wise choices each day, make better choices in life. My journal, there's my mindset, my thoughts, how I am feeling about my day, do I look towards doing for the day, my plans, my goals, what I want to achieve, you know. So it's constantly rewiring my mindset so I don't fall trapped to going back to these places. So when I observe these thoughts, it helps me to propel me thinking much better and in terms of self-development as well. So yeah, keep positive, keep on keeping on. And like I said to everybody as well, keep looking at Mr. San's videos. He's very insightful. I mean, he have a lot of experience in terms of getting out of this addiction and get his book, his mission. Um, Doing a pretty good job thus far. I applaud you, man. You're making a difference. So those around the world that looking at getting out of this addiction and being addicted to self-worth. Yeah. Excellent job, man.
Good. Thank you for sharing, Shawn. And there's just one thing that I want to add to what you're sharing here. Just one little tip. There we go. 44 days, Shawn. Those of you that have you're here, and maybe those of you that'll watch this episode. Again, I'm not talking to those of you that are here. I'm talking to those of you that are going to be coming from watching it fresh. We're just encouraging you to subscribe. Make sure that you turn on your notifications and share these videos. You want to make sure that you comment. Jim says, "What do you journal about?" Well, I think we've shared a little bit about that, Jim. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah.
You want to share just a little bit before we end the program. What do you journal about?
I I answer this question as my own. I journal about my goals and my thoughts. Uh, how do I feel about my day and where I'm planning, where I'm going, what is next, what is yet to achieve. So yeah, constantly rewiring my mind so that I won't fall back into the trap of those places.
Because it's a daily battle. I mean, just because you're free doesn't mean that you're free from temptation or you're free from triggers. Every day, as long as you win day by day, that's what's really important. To me, that's what's really important. To win right now, to win today. Man, I could go to bed tonight and say, man, another day under my belt, another day of victory. Tomorrow's not here yet, but when that day comes, again, you have to feed. You have to feed this. Let me see, what was it that I wrote? Believing in yourself is an experience that you must feed. Believing in yourself is an experience that you must feed. So I'm going to leave you with one small tip. I want to thank each and every one of you guys that have been with us today on this episode. Josephine, Jim, Dennis, Laura, Rob, Wilson. Looks like Josephine that I met, Jennifer. And then there's Nahil. Well, there's been quite a few of you guys. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being on this broadcast. Listen, if you're struggling with problem gambling, I'm going to leave you with one tip, okay? Just one simple tip that you can begin doing starting from today forward. Get an accountability for your money. I guarantee you that if you get an accountability for your money, that's going to make a huge impact on your issue, on your challenge. Because if you're in control of the money and you're not in control of the money, you're not in control of the situation. If you can get somebody to help you to be in control of your money, you'll be a little bit more in control of your situation. Would you agree with that? It's just a small tip, my friends. Hey, it's great to be free. Once again, I want to thank you, Shawn, for being with us on this episode. Once again, my friends, if you haven't made the decision, you can make it right now. This is the time to do it. Change your life, my friends. I'll see you on next week's episode, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here at Soldiers of Self-Mastery, Sunday Night Alive Power Hour with your host, Santos Jr. All right, my friends, until next time, I salute you. I salute. All right. All right, my friend.